Thanks, guys. I'm Stephen Heumann, and right now I'm standing in the middle of the Arizona desert, and there's a road just over my shoulder. Now, unlike most strips of asphalt, this is one of the most famous roads in the world. It's Route 66, and for millions of people over the last 50, 60 years, this has literally been their gateway to adventure. November 11th, 1926 is the official opening date of Route 66. The mother road that stretches from Chicago, Illinois, all the way to Santa Monica, California. For decades, this was America's highway, and the first real road trips through the Southwest began here. Today, 66 has been bypassed by the modern interstate freeway system, but that hasn't diminished its allure as one of the must-explore routes in the U.S.
History is where we've been, and history shows us where we're going. And everybody wants Americana back, and that's what Route 66 is to people. It's Americana. It's a simple way of life and travel. It's a family thing, and we have so many people that come in and say, I was on Route 66 when I was 16 years old, and I remember it, and it's just that feel-good feeling that you get when you remember happy times. And it was a happy time when it was started because the war was over, people traveled, and Route 66 was the only way to go from east to west.
Route 66, of course, is a piece of history. We like to think of it as a museum that you can drive through and get out and experience the displays.
Those displays range from famous eateries to entire towns. Places like Kingman and Oatman encapsulate what life was like when the road first opened, all the way through its heyday in the 50s and 60s. After the interstate system was in place, though, Route 66 was actually completely removed from maps and was left to wither in the sun. This part of our history was too important to let die, though, a fact that was so apparent that once drivers started to bypass Route 66 on the freeway, residents started pushing to preserve not only the road, but the lifestyle it represents.
We started an association to get Route 66 back on the map, and all 8 states that Route 66 goes through has an state association. We were the first ones to start.
Now Route 66 is listed as a scenic byway in most areas, and new visitors are coming every year. Though, to be fair, the associations have gotten some exposure from some surprising places.
Ruby Cars has done a lot to help us. And now they want to come and they want to see Radiator Springs, where's Mater live, where's Lightning live. It's right here. if you look at the posters that depict Radiator Springs, you'll see it likened to Kingman as far as the mesas and the buttes go, and you look and say, that's Kingman, I've been there, you know.
Kingman, Arizona is one of the top spots on Route 66 to this day, even without the help of cars. The history, of course, is on display, but if you're looking for more adventure than just a drive through town, well, they've got that too.
Kingman is a small town with a small town sort of character. There's 4 fantastic museums in historic downtown Kingman covering every facet of our history from railroading to mining, ranching, Route 66. In fact, the story of America's move west is really rooted into Kingman. We have nearly 1,000 miles of ATV trails. A lot of those trails head out of the Wallapai Mountains. That's what we call a sky island about 14 miles outside of town, where the mountains rise up about a mile over the desert floor, and you have a lot of wildlife viewing, hiking, ATVing, mountain biking.
Away from the highway, you'll find quintessential Arizona beauty coupled with the excitement of exploration. While back in town, you'll run into impromptu car shows, stories of the road, and the horizon out in front of you. That's what mystified Route 66 in the first place, the chance to leave your life behind and find somewhere new, with new challenges and new surprises. You could climb in your Studebaker and nothing could stop you besides the occasional flat tire. It's something that still resonates today and makes Route 66 a destination 2,400 miles in the making.
People want to travel back. They don't want the hustle and bustle anymore. They want to bring their kids, they want to bring their family, say, this is what was years ago. And it still exists. It's still there for everybody.
Route 66 is a great way to experience America. I mean, where else can you go through towns like Kingman and experience all these really interesting little tidbits of history? Bring your kids out here and enjoy. Well, for At Your Leisure, I'm Stephen Heumann. When we come back from our commercial break, we'll have this week's product review. Hey guys, if you liked that video, you're gonna wanna watch all of our other AYL videos. You're gonna wanna like it, you're gonna wanna share it, and you're gonna wanna subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're gonna wanna do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why are you gonna sell me out like that, Steven?
So you wanna click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.